Hello friends, I'm Kirti. We are back again with Dr. Indu Anija. She's a practicing psychologist and a trainer with more than 30 years of work experience. And today we would want to discuss a very important topic. One of our viewers have asked us that at times there are conflicts between both parents and grandparents in their own parenting style. So, according to you, how can we, create a consensus between the parents and the grandparents?
I think that's a very common problem. Even I come across, families when they come for counseling, where they have this, point that our parenting style does not match with the grandparents' parenting style, and we have kind of conflict at home. So when I talk to them and I understand what is going on their mind, is most important here to understand is that both of them are right in their position. If you look at parents or grandparents, they're right in their position because they have already reared, kids, and they have worked with their kids, so they have experience. And similarly, the parents who are new parents, they also have a lot of access to latest information, especially since the time we have so many parenting, tips, videos available on YouTube and so many other, social media channels available. So both of them have a set of information from their experience or from their knowledge. But at the same time, it's important to understand that what will work in that situation has to be actually realized or identified. So usually when new parents, when they talk about grandparents' way of handling, so they find their parenting style may be obsolete or not the right way of handling, or maybe this will inculcate wrong habits and bad habits in the child. That's what is usually their concern. Similarly, parents would come up with the complaint that, oh, you don't know how to rear child. I have reared two kids, three kids, four kids, so I know more than you. So that's the usual conflict they come up with. What I would advise in that situation is please never argue on this, especially in front of the child. So when you have difference of opinion, when you think that your way of handling or the other person's way of handling is not, you're not okay with the idea, never ever do it in front of the kids because kids get affected by it. They tend to understand that okay, there's a difference of opinion between both the parties. So at times they take advantage of it. So they would know for which thing whom to go. So if they know for this particular thing, for example, if they want to go out, play, or want money, so they know mother will not agree, grandmother or grandpa will agree. So they will not ask permission to the mother, but they will go to the grandparent because they know mother cannot counter. Or even if she counters, there will be an argument, but I will be comfortably able to go out. So similarly, kids learn it very quick. So we have to be very careful not to bring in any dichotomy in our way of handling. We have to be at the same page. There can be difference of opinion. Discuss it. Discuss it in a cool mind. Sit with each other. Talk to each other. And listen to each other. So people would have reason for what they are saying and why they are saying. So even if there's a difference of opinion, say what you want to say and then listen to the other person and never do it in front of the child. So when you are going to discuss this, never be in bad mood to do it, because when we are in bad mood and we are discussing over something, there's all possibility that it will turn into an argument and will not bring any positive result. But we collectively have to come up with a way, because we can't deny the fact that the grandparents have experience and many of the things that they talk have a lot of experience and understanding of growing kids. And at the same time, many of the old ways of handling are not working now, and we know there are certain deficiency with it and we need to change them. So both the parties have to be flexible and be ready to listen to each other and understand each other's point of view. And the agenda is not to prove that my way of handling is right and your way of handling is wrong, but agenda should be to find out what will work for our child.
Right.
So the focus has to be the child. That would, I think, that would really work.
That's correct, because the aim should be very clear on both the parties, and the talk should be around solving a problem and not arguing.
Not arguing.
So
True.
that's very beautifully
Exactly.
answered. Right. So also, ma'am, we get a lot of questions. There are cases where both mother and father, both the parents, they don't have a mutual understanding about parenting. So in that situation, how can we handle that?
Again, see, both husband and wife are coming from a different background.
Right.
So they have experienced different parenting style. So usually whatever parenting style they have seen or they have experienced, for them that's the right way of doing it. So they're likely to stick to their parenting style and
Right.
consider that this is the right way of handling. But please remember, as parents, there has to be a unanimity in your approach. Again, if there is any conflict or contradiction in your way of handling, one, child is going to be affected by it, and second, they're going to take advantage of it. Please make sure if there is a difference of opinion, talk it out, speak to each other, not in the presence of child, never in front of the child. Do it when you are together in a cool mind. Tell what exactly you think and why, whatever your point of view is, and have patience to listen to each other. Because many a times, for example, if I talk about handling children, so especially mothers who are homemakers and who spend more time with kids, so their challenges of handling kids will be far more than the father who are mostly away and who would come home for maybe like normally they come home late in the evening and spend just few hours. So maybe their way of their challenges would be maybe little less than the mother. So the father needs to understand the challenges of a mother and also see how collectively they can come up with way of handling a situation where there is unanimity in their approach and the child knows that whatever mom or dad has said is the final word and I can't manipulate. I cannot
Correct.
manipulate.
Correct.
So again, agenda has to be what is best for the child and not what I say or what you say.
Correct.
That
And
has
also
to
in
be
the cases where either of the parents are working, like there are cases where mother is working, the father is not working, and also in cases where both the parents are working. I'm sure there are few conflicts, but like you have mentioned, the way of communication, that is the art we all have to learn, so that we are on the mutual understanding.
Exactly. I think
that's very important.
most important thing is that don't bring dichotomy in your
Correct.
approach. That would be detrimental to your child's
Child.
welfare. Child's welfare.
And also, if we argue in front of children observe and learn.
Oh yes.
So we have to be very careful about what they are observing.
Exactly.
That's correct. So I think we have discussed very beautiful points. And to end with, would you have some lines or some views for grandparents out there?
See, I would say this is a message for the grandparents. I know you have a lot of experience, lot of knowledge, but at the same time, we got to understand that generations are changing very fast. So, what you know or what you already have experienced has to be, brought to the, has to be transferred to the next knowledge. But at the same time, we cannot thrust it on anybody. So, in a very subtle way, we have to help them realize, and sometimes just making a mention and not forcing the issue
Right.
helps them realize, because once they will have some challenge, some difficulty, the new parent will have some difficulty or challenge, they'll definitely come back to grandparents, and then please be ready to share your experience and knowledge. Again, we can tell what we think is right. Decision has to be taken by the parents of the child, and we have to leave that part to them.
Correct. Those are some beautiful lines, and I think they will help in a very beautiful, holistic environment for a child. And I think it's a great discussion with you, ma'am, because these are some questions which we have got from viewers, and I'm sure we all require to learn all these techniques. Great. Thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. And in the upcoming videos, we would want to cater to more concerns and questions. So please feel free to let us know your questions. Thank you so much.